Well, it's funny because I have little tweaking sort of residual things, and there are 3 different issues, and I think they're somehow related. And it makes me think that maybe it's something deeper. One has to do with my physical appearance, particularly my arms. Another one has to do with allowing a relationship, and also, although I have huge abundance in my life, it's more difficult as far as money, and somehow I feel they're all related. And the first one that you did today sort of dealt with some of that issue, but it feels as though there has to be something. I don't know whether it's just that they all have these small things still left, or because I feel I've made huge progress. And
it does not matter if the subject is about your physical appearance or about your financial balance or relationship, or it does not matter what the subject of it is. If you have something that you desire and it is not, and you are not feeling not only comfortable but joyful about it, then you have habits of thought that go in opposition to your true desire. And don't you know that?
Yeah.
Don't you catch yourself in the middle of those kinds of thoughts? And you see, the reason we wanted to chat with you about this is because we want the discord that you feel, the emotional discord, to be the subject that we're discussing, not the changing of the physical condition. And that it's not easy to find a human that's willing to have that conversation with us, because most of them, they listen patiently, and while we're talking, in their mind they're going blah 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 blah. They're listening to us patiently, but what they're really thinking is, yeah, but when will I get my stuff? When will I get my improvement? When will I get my stuff? I'm willing to do whatever stupid technique it is you're offering me here, but the reason that I'm doing it is because I really want a different outcome. And we have a different reason for what we offer, because we're not rooting for your outcome. We're rooting for more comfort as it's coming out. In other words, we are rooting for the joyful ride in the stream, because we understand the joyful ride in the stream must produce the results you want. And until you're willing to just enjoy your time in the boat, you're not going to have a blissful time, and you're going to hold yourself apart from your outcome. So what happens to so many is they want to be over there, they think they're over here, and as they make effort, they move toward what they want, while what they want keeps moving forward, so it never feels to them like they're getting where they want to be. It's that relativity thing that we're talking about, and we want you to understand that you can't ever get it all done, because it's going to keep unfolding for you. And when you start really enjoying the fact that you're moving, then you start coming across those things that you want. And then the thing that you say, as they start flowing in abundance into your experience, are things like, oh, you were so much easier than I thought you were going to be. And look, here you are already. And oh, what a nice surprise you are. And oh, this was really fun. That's the kind of feelings you start having. It is not difficult to create what you call magnificent creations. It is as easy to create castles as buttons. It is. It is as easy to create millions of dollars as it is hundreds of dollars. It is. Because the universe is the orchestrator of all of the circumstances that come to you. It's just you deciding what you're in sync with. And most people, because of the thoughts they think and the drums they beat and the conversations they have and the emotions they feel, most people are not in vibrational alignment with millions or billions of dollars. You've just trained yourself into shortage about money, because you'd rather be normal than line up with your own desire. In other words, people would call you a freak if you said, all the money in the world that I ever want is flowing to me. They would say, oh yeah? How do you know? Well, I can just feel it. Oh, right. You can just feel it. And you say, no, really, I can feel it. I've asked for it, and therefore it is. Oh, you think everything you want comes to you? Pretty much.
And actually, pretty much.
And most of them will say, well, I felt like that when I was 2. But I don't feel like that anymore, because the proof of my life has taught me otherwise. And we say, the proof of your life has shown you where your vibration is, period. That's all. What you prove out is what you feel. So you've got to change what you feel. And then human friends say, well, give it to me different and then I'll feel it different. And we say, no, you have to feel it different and then it will be given to you differently. And most of you say, well, that stinks. Because I do much better at just observing what is. And we say, that's not creating. That's regurgitating. Imagining, that's creating. Looking forward, offering a vibration that's different than what is, that's creating. Looking at what is just regurgitating. Well, I'm a creator, most of you say. And we say, then look down the road. And many will say, but when I look down the road, I can't help but see what I've already seen. And we say, try harder. And they say, well, it's hard to see something different than what I've been living. And we say, then you're still looking at what is. You're not looking down the road.
Well, my what is pretty great. I mean, my life is really very good. I know I have this huge vibrational escrow down the road. Is it as well? I mean, is enjoying the trip alone? And if I never get there, it's okay because my life is really fantastic. And it's...
But you see, there's contradiction in that. And
okay.
We know you think that's what we're trying to say to you, but it isn't.
Okay.
We're not saying to you, what you want is out there teasing you into a good life. That's not our point. We're saying what you want is out there. It's there. It's real. You see, we have the advantage of having known the vision of this planet before the planet existed. So we know how thought precedes form. So we have no problem whatsoever understanding how the thought and imagery that you have about any creation will one day and one day soon be form. We have no problem with the gap between the giving birth of it through thought and the realization of it. We know that if this time-space reality out here on the leading edge of all creation has the ability to inspire a tangible result from you, that it has the ability to deliver it to you, you see. So we're not encouraging you to just think happy thoughts so that you'll be content in the absence of what you really want in terms of manifestation. We're teaching you to have happy thoughts because that's the path to all of the manifestation that you want. But you're right, we are teaching you to have the happy thoughts without the manifestation. But we're not asking you to give up the manifestation and instead think the happy thoughts. So if we were in your physical shoes, we would never hear ourselves say, I'm thinking happy thoughts because they're good for me, and I really don't want what I'm saying I want, because of course you want what you're saying you want. And when you try to say you don't want what you really want, there's contradiction in that energy too, you see. We want you to unabashedly want.
Outrageous.
We want you to want with triumph and worthiness. When you say, my life has caused me to want something, we want you to feel justified in the wanting of it and assured that it is coming. That is the determination that makes things come fast. Have you known people who are magnificent creators, who seem to get everything they want? And do you hear them apologizing for what comes? Most human friends find them a little arrogant. Oh, they just expect everything to come to them. And we say, yeah, they do. They expect it. Expectation is a really powerful word. When you reach the place that you can say, I expect such and such to happen, you're at the place where it's right on your doorstep. Whether it's something wanted or unwanted, when you expect it, it's close, you see. Good.
Thank you.
Very helpful.